Hey Chopper, this viewer's not subscribed.
Card Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Alright, EB01 is releasing this Friday on May 3rd, so I thought I'd do a video on what cards to look forward to in the new set, if it's worth it to pick up a sealed box. This video won't be going over the price of the cards, the expected value and all that stuff. That's something I'll do down the line once market prices are determined for some of the cards in the set. This video will be based purely on the pull rates and what kind of SRs, alt-arts, and secret rares that you might expect to value in the set. And I know it's like less than a week away, so if you haven't pre-ordered product or secured your product by now, it's probably not a good chance you'll find a box at MSRP or even close. So do keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure this set is also going to be scalped to hell, but maybe this video can help you determine if it's worth it for you to buy at that scalped price without market data. And then one thing to note about the EB01 set, it does have less SRs, alt-arts, secret rares, leaders than a normal full OP set. But the interesting thing is that booster boxes still come with 24 packs with 12 cards in each pack. So because of the pool of available hits is smaller, we do get more duplicates in EB01 than we would in a regular OP set. So do keep that in mind. It will not be hard to complete playsets of cards. So maybe that'll factor into whether you buy singles or if you want to just buy a booster box, since you'll complete playsets anyway, naturally. So these are some of the cards that will remain meta relevant. So you should be excited to pull for some of these cards. So first off, we have Kid and Killer. He's a red card, just a rare though, but he will be staple in Red Purple Law. He'll be used in Red Yellow Sabo if you decide to play him, even though he's not meta. Zoro can utilize him pretty well too. Just any red deck will run this card most likely, because he's a 4-cost 7k swing. And just a rare too, not even an SR. You'll most likely get 4 copies of him pretty easily. We also have Chopper. Chopper is a 3-cost blocker. He is really only used in Red Purple Law, last I checked. And even in that deck, he's more of like a tech option if you want another blocker that can give power down to something. He's not mandatory at all in Red Purple Law. I think it's something that you want to put in your deck if you feel you need more power down and a defensive option. But otherwise, yeah, you can run Red Purple Law without him. But I can't say he's not used at all, so I include him on the list. And he is an SR2, so a little more rare than Kid and Killer. Up next is Cavendish. So Cavendish is a great addition to the Supernova archetype. He's an SR as well. The decks that he's used in is basically just green Bonnie in OP07, but Bonnie is a top tier deck. It's an A tier deck, I believe. It's right under Gecko Moria, Red Purple Law, and Enel. So it's still up there, still viable in tournaments, still a meta deck. So picking up copies of Cavendish would be nice. We also have Scratchman Apu, just a rare, so easy to get, and he's a Supernova 2k counter. You'll need him for your Bonnie deck for sure, because this is the only other Supernova 2k counter, with the other one being starter deck Apu, so they're all Apu. There's also Hiyori, just a rare as well too, so easy to get. Hiyori will be used in Yamato going forward, and then there's this nice green-yellow Yamato build that does revolve around the 5-cost Momonosuke and this Hiyori. You do get to play that Momonosuke one turn earlier and draw a card too. And if you do decide to play Red Green Odin, this card is mandatory for that deck too, but Odin is not meta. There's also the Sanji 2k counter. He's a film card, so it is that sorely needed second 2k counter in the film archetype for the Uta deck. Is Uta meta? It's kind of up in the air, because the thing is, Uta did win the Japan finals last year, and they were on the EB01 meta. So it could just be that Uta falls off in OP07, but for the brief period that we have EB01 legal, I mean, you can't deny that Uta won the Japan final. So yeah, I think I'd have to consider it a meta deck. So Sanji is a 2k counter for that deck that does help the consistency of Uta's leader ability. You whiff less often now. And he's a great attacker on his own if you decide to play him out for 4. He plays especially well with the 8-cost kid. There's also Bluno, another film blocker for the deck. The same deck, Uta deck, also helps increase some of our consistency. We don't have to run too many non-film cards in the deck with Bluno as an option. And he's just a common, so for sure you're going to get a lot of copies of him. So Miss Wednesday is a good card. It's probably the premier card for Purple Yellow Crocodile. It's just that Purple Yellow Crocodile is not going to be meta. He'll be a little strong in the interim like EB01 vacuum until we reach OP07. So I guess technically I can include Miss Wednesday here. And she's an SR too. But yeah, do note that her viability in the space is kind of limited for now. Likewise, Okama Way, it's the premier defensive event in Purple Yellow Crocodile, but really only viable right now. But it's a common too. Then we have Brook. Brook is an incredibly strong black addition. This Brook can be run in Gecko Moria, it can be run in Perona, it can be run in Sakazuki. It's especially potent in Sakazuki. But yeah, we do know that Sakazuki is getting banned in June, so that is something to watch out for. But still, I think this card is a great generic black card. It doesn't have to be run in Sakazuki only. Just any deck that can run that 4-cost Rebecca that can bring stuff back from the discard. This Brook is one of the better cards for that Rebecca to cheat out. And he's an SR too, so keep that in mind. We also have T-Bone, a Navy 2k counter, just a rare, so easy to get. And this is just another KO option that we can get from our discard from Rebecca as well. And he's a 5k attacker himself, and yeah, he's a Navy 2k counter too, so he's searchable by brand new. We also have Charlotte Flampe, just a rare, so also gonna be easy to get the base art version of this card. This card is staple in Black Yellow Luffy. You can even run it in Katakuri as a 2k counter as well. It's a big Mon Pirate, so you can search it with Pudding and Perospero. Yeah, and this Flampe just activates Black Yellow Luffy in particular, because it both helps him activate his leader ability easier, like you can control when you activate it, and it also draws you a card, so you're like up in card advantage by quite a lot. You could even argue that this lone card makes Black Yellow Luffy like a top meta deck. I'd say Black Yellow Luffy is above Bonnie, and like you could even argue that it's on par with the top 3 with the Anil, Gecko Moria, and Red Purple Law. We also have Raigo, a 6-cost event, just a rare as well, so easy to get. And Raigo can be run in any yellow deck. It's a strong card, it kills anything on board, with the downside that it sets your life to 1 afterwards, but Enel is always at 1 life, so Enel being able to run this kill anything card is great for the deck. And Enel is a top meta deck, one of the top 3, so you'll get a lot of mileage out of Raigo. And the biggest thing about EB01 is that there's only one secret rare, and it's Mr. 2 Bon Clay. Mr. 2 ramps on play. It's used in pretty much any purple deck, whether you're playing Red Purple Law or if you're playing off meta with like Purple Luffy, or even Red Purple Luffy, or even Magellan, or even if you're looking forward to the next meta in OP08, I'm pretty sure Pudding will run this card as well. So yeah, because of his ubiquity, is that the word? And the fact that there's only one secret rare slot in this set, when you do get that like alt art plus secret rare, whatever combination EB01 will have, it's guaranteed to be this Mr. 2. And the fact that he's incredibly usable and playable, much like 8-cost Katakuri was in OP03, I think that adds a lot of value to EB01. You'll be able to consistently get many copies of this guy, and you're most likely hoping to get full playsets of him anyway. So because of that, I think EB01 is one of the better boxes to get as a sealed product for a reasonable price, if you're like almost guaranteed banger cards like this. Now let's take a quick look at the alt arts. So these are all the alt arts in... Oh, wait, hold on, let me move myself. Let me just make myself disappear. Right, so these are all the alt arts in EB01. There are less alt arts than a normal OP set, but we do get the same pull rates. Each box will contain 2 special slots at least, which can be a combination of alt art leader or alt art character card or a secret rare. So if we count that up for EB01, that means that there's 19 potential cards that can fill that special slot. I also went ahead and highlighted which ones are actually ones that we would like to get, and we get 9. There's Kid & Killer, Chopper, Cavendish, Hiyori, Brook, T-Bone, Flampe, Mr. 2, and then the regular Mr. 2. So that gives us like a 47.37% chance to get a alt art slash secret rare that we want. If we compare that with OP06, we have 32 alt art slash secret rare slash SP, right? There's SP cards in 06 that can take up those 2 slots. I know sometimes it can be 3, but I'm just going to use 2 to simplify it. And then of these 32, 15 of them are cards that we want. That's Shiraya, Alt Art Leader Yamato, Hody Jones, Leader Reiju, Tashigi, Ichiji, Character Reiju, Leader Gecko, Character Epsilon, Character Gecko, Character Perona, Onami, Hiyori, SP Linlin, and then SP Rebecca. So 15 out of 32 gives us a 46.88% chance to hit something that we want. So if you can think about it, EB01, there's a slightly better chance, like not even a full percent chance more, but I guess you could say similar chance to hit something that you actually want in the box. And then there's that caveat that there's less hits in total. So you're more likely to hit a duplicate of a hit that you want. And since it's already like slightly higher percent chance to get something better that you want, compound it with the fact that you do get more duplicates of it, I feel like it's pretty worth it to get a box of EB01. But yeah, I do hear the argument that people put out that since there's more duplicates going around, that there will be more of these cards in supply circulating, and because of that the prices of the cards will be lower. Whether that is gonna be the case or not, I don't think I can say, but just judging based off the like distribution of SRs and alt arts and secret rares, this set does feel the same, if not a little better than OP06 anyway, so I value it the same as OP06. And again, with the caveat that we're like almost guaranteed to get a lot of copies of Mr. 2, which is a very highly played card, so I put a lot of value in that as well. But yeah, the downside of EB01 is that none of the leaders are viable at all. A little disappointing in that regard. And those are usually the big money cards of the set too. So in conclusion, what is the verdict? I think if you can get an EB01 box at a low enough price, and you're just looking to fill out your collection, I think getting a couple boxes will get you a lot further than it did in any past OP set. You'll get full play sets pretty easily this way. But if the booster boxes are going to be scalped to hell and they're like super inflated prices, then yeah, I think it would be better just to buy singles. Especially if what people say about the flooding of duplicates in the market will lower the prices, then yeah, in the end it might be better to get singles. For me personally though, since I can complete playsets pretty easily and then the Mr. 2 is really easy to guarantee, I'm opting more for getting a box, sealed box, so that's the route that I'm going. So that is my EB01 cards to look out for video. Let me know if you like this kind of video. It's something a little different than I normally do. And then you can expect me to do an expected value of EB01, the booster boxes, later on when market data on TCG Player is available for the cards. I did one for OP06 if you want to check it out, if you want to know what exactly I'm going to do for EB01 as well. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked it, do subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Don't rely on my videos being recommended to you on the front page. I know that sometimes the YouTube algorithm will suddenly not recommend me to you anymore if you're not subscribed, so if you do want to keep seeing my videos, click the button. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got, so bye.
Car D Kaizoku.